and welcome to my home. Welcome to my sacred space that I prepared for us. Come in and have a cuppa or whatever your drink beverage is, and let's have a little chat and we'll do your tarot. I'm Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia, and I'm very excited to be here for you today to do this reading for you. It's really easy to do. If you don't know how to do it, just follow along with the video and it will be fine. So do like and subscribe this video if you feel like you're liking it. Okay, if you feel like you're liking it, take a minute to hit that thumbs up button. Do subscribe to this channel if you want to find me again. Hit that notification bell if you want to know when I'm uploading videos. And most importantly, share these videos with friends that you think will enjoy it. But I said most importantly, but really the most important thing is that you come back, because that is the part that I like the best, for you to come back and for me to just throw all these, all your card toppers all over the place. Okay, so do remember these are general readings, so do take what resonates with you and leave the rest, and don't make life-altering choices or decisions based on this or any other video. Pick a card. You can connect with me via Keen. I'm going to have all my information below so that you can connect with me on my social medias as well. And how it works, it's easy. We have these card toppers, and they correspond to timestamps in the below. I should probably start posting it in the comments. I've been posting it in the description of the video, but I'll see if I can do both. Let me show you what I have today. I have our Flourite. And this is our Rose Selenite. I don't know if you can see the sparkles, but I'm hoping that you can. And then we have, this is our beautiful Citrine. And another Selenite. This is, these crystals grow long. They grow into these long poles. I do believe that this is also selenite right there, polished into an orb. Okay, all right. So go ahead and take the time that you need to pick your pile. However, I will let you know that I do a culmination at the end of all of them. So if you want to pick your pile and then skip to the culmination and get a little more information, feel free to do that. Or if you want to just pick them all. Pick them all and have that whole thing be for you today. Well, it's actually for the next couple of days. We're reading energies for whenever you find this video. It is a timeless video, which means that when you find it, it's time. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we actually do, I am going to have a sip of coffee. It's delicious. It's really good. Ooh, I think I might have to have one more sip, and then I promise we'll get started. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start with our Flourite here. We're going to see what cards you have for your reading today. And the Page of Pentacles, a very adventuresome spirit. The Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so this is pretty good. This is really cool. Oh, and I forgot, we're using the Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetype deck today, and you have the Crone. So with the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Crone, let's see what we have for you today. Let's see what is going on. I'm kind of looking for my notes here, because I did make a little note of something I wanted to remember. Okay, so this right here, the Page of Pentacles, what I really want you to think about with this one, this is you, and this is you focusing on what you want, and focusing and being determined and going ahead and believing and trusting that you can move forward in this project. even if I feel like with the Page of Cups, often the project isn't always something that you are knowledgeable about. It's something that you're learning about and getting to know. But it's it's a very positive thing that's saying, yes, go keep doing what you're doing and move forward. We have the Six of Pentacles here. And it is really talking about your attitude towards money, towards gifts, towards, it's actually, it can be good and it can be bad, okay? So what this card is saying is just really be careful with it. You may have a lot of money, but if you have a lot of money, they're asking you to be careful with it, to just be really clear about how you're spending your money. If you don't have a lot of money and you're depending on someone else for money, it's time to consider that that money won't be around forever, and it's time to use these innovative ideas you have in order to move forward and make your own money. Now, with the Eight of Wands, this is encouragement to just go, go, go. I'm using, this is our Modern Witch Tarot deck. It's really wonderful, and the Eight of Wands has a very particular meaning with this deck, and it's hurry up and get started. Okay, so with the crone here, this is asking you to find a mentor in this project. With the crone, now this is a very female energy, the crone. I like to consider myself a crone. However, there are elders that believe I'm too young to be a crone. So, so this is about seeking out the good advice of someone who really knows and is knowledgeable because of their experience in life, okay? So that is your reading today. I'm going to have another sip of coffee and then we'll move on. I might just gulp that coffee down. It's so good. Okay, let's look and see what's under this, the rose selenite. The World, the Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess. I'm laughing because these are major cards. It paints a beautiful picture. I can't wait to see what your Kim Krans card is. Actually, you know, for the sake of keeping things a little bit more focused, we're going to turn that over for now. We'll get back to it at the end. Like I said, I'm going to put some timestamps at the end. All right, so the thread. We're going to have to look this one up, okay? So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm going to grab my Kim Krans Archetype guidebook here, and we're going to look up the thread. Just do it right here on camera. The thread. Okay, the places, the selves, the tools, the initiations. I think it's going to be, the thread is going to be in the tools, I'm guessing. Seedstone thread 205. Okay, yeah, we're gonna read this one first. Okay, 205. Oh, it's way back here. Woo woo. Okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I love this Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetype deck. It is just gorgeous, amazing. And as you can see, it's very intricate and interesting and really gives a lot of meaning to a reading. Thread. Life is a tangle, so much happiness simultaneously and circuitously, leaving us grappling for meaning and direction in a network of distractions. When we connect to the energy of the thread, however, we strike the deepest vein in the body. Our whole being responds to its tug. Meaning is pumped through our bloodstream. Our mind and spirits are lifted. We remember who we are and what we came into this world to do. Though it happens on the most profound level, it could be the simplest incident that activates the thread. A song, an image, a conversation heard in passing. No matter how confusing and multi-layered our modern lives become, if we are connected to the thread, we are free. Being tethered to it is the only anchor our heart requires. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, Kim Krans. Of course, I'm going to leave her information below in the description of this video so you can purchase this deck if you're interested. She has other decks that she has created, amazing stuff. Okay, so coupled with the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, and the World, this thread is really perfect, um, uh, a perfect card to be here, because the High Priestess is talking about you being tapped in to the knowledge of the universe personally. The thread, consider it coming from your navel area where your chi is located. It is your connection to this knowledge. With the Queen of Wands, we have that basically that you are that you have a calling, and that you are, this whole reading is saying that you are meeting your calling, that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You have the confidence that you need to take on the world. Okay, the world is a conclusion, so it also talks about harmony and self-love. This is all about knowing who you are, being aware of who you are. If you don't feel like you're someone who is really aware and knowing and loving who you are, and you picked this card, it's time for you to start getting to know yourself. And what I mean by that is I want you to get to know your best self. I want you to start courting yourself. I want you, and if you're already there, then this reading is telling you you're on the right path. When I say courting yourself, I mean that literally. Buy yourself some flowers. What do you want your sweet lover to do for you? What do you want? What do you want in life? Do it for yourself. There's great power in that. And in that great power, oftentimes, that is when we do get another person to come in and share our lives and our love with us. Okay, that was cool. That was beautiful. Let's go ahead and see what's under our beautiful honey citrine. Okay, so the Three of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, we've got, this is important here. And the Poet. All right, so if you picked the honey citrine, this is what I have for you today. So this card, I think you can already see that this card is about heartbreak. And it's interesting because it is not a hearts card. It is a swords card. So it talks about intellect. It talks about hurting not just your heart, but the wholeness of who you are. I have to have a little sip of coffee. Excuse me. Okay. All right. So you have, actually, when I pulled this, when I pulled these cards, they were in this order, and it needs to be in this order because of the meaning that it holds. Okay, so we are talking about pain and heartache here. This is something that you are experiencing, or that you have experienced in the past, in the recent past, because it is affecting you. It is affecting you at your work. And what I mean by work is not necessarily what you get paid to do. I'm talking about just your everyday life. You see how this person is overwhelmed? This person is giving it everything she's got. And she's still having trouble. So this is telling you that it's time to ask for help. You don't, if it's difficult for you to ask for help, then you can hire a professional. That's another thing. Sometimes it's easier to hire a professional than to ask for help. Now, here's the cool thing. With the Six of Wands coming in, this is telling you that whatever we're talking about, this endeavor, you will be successful. And if we're not talking about an endeavor, we're just talking about you healing and getting through life, then success will come to you. And I just got a message, a particular message for a particular one or few of you, and that is that the help that you're going to hire is going to be a counselor. And if you have anxiety about hiring a counselor, you can do it over the phone now. I love that I can see my psychiatrist over the phone these days. Okay, now this could be about something entirely different for many of you. So, but it is telling you that, look, you've been hurting a long time. You don't have to rehash that hurt, but do ask for help because you will find success. And it is, you're worth it. You're worth success. With the poet, this is a description about what comes of pain. Let's go ahead and read in the Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetypes book about the poet because because let's just do it. That's why. Okay, that's going to be in the selves, and we're going to go to the poet. I feel like the poet. It's page 75. Okay. 75. The poet, the artist, the witness, the truth teller. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. This is that heartbreak card, guys. To feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out the truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. This unique capacity resides within us all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there's a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. The poet rides effortlessly between the personal and universal. It is possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work, but don't be discouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet's work is never finished. Find your voice and trust that the wind will carry it. So for some of you, for me, I'm thinking that this may have to do with me getting some help with my poetry. I have been failing miserably. Anyway, hurt, heartache, pain can bring forth the artist within us, and we show the world so that hopefully they don't have to feel, or that they don't have to feel as great a pain, or that they feel comforted when they feel it. There's a lot of reasons why we put our truth out into the world in the form of art and poetry. And so basically this discussion for you here is about this heartache being something that will fuel something beautiful to come. Okay, so let's move on to the last but not the least. Oh, I need to remember what order I had them put in. So the flame is your Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetype card, and we will look that up in the Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetype deck. And first and foremost, you have the page of wands. That was the last one. You have, the first one was the Three of Cups, about unity and friendship and celebration. Okay, the next one, when I pulled these, was, let's see, the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, okay. And then the next one, and this is about everything coming together. All your, well, like everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. I mean, your life is looking good, that things are looking good at home and relationships, things are looking good at work, things are magically coming together. Now, I did want to say that that it could mean the opposite, honestly, that things are kind of falling apart. But when it does say that, it's that things will come together again magically. So that is a hope and a promise. And with your friends helping with the celebration, this is more success. And like I said, if you are feeling like things are coming apart rather than coming together, know that this is a promise that they are going to be coming together again. And with this Page of Wands energy, this talks about following your dreams, following your whims, daydream. Use those daydreams to propel you forward. Don't just discount them. Daydreams can be very powerful and very exciting. And now I'd like to read about the flame in the Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetype book, but I am going to have another sip of coffee. I'm almost finished my cup. It's so good. Okay, the flame. Let's look up the flame in our Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetype book. The selves, the places, the tools, the flame, page 167. Kind of back here at the end. If you didn't hear me say it already, I will put the link to Kim Krans so that you can purchase this deck and see some of her other art in the description of this video. So I'm going to read the flame, the fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni or Anjni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. So they're talking about our chi as well. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things that you've forgotten and protect the flame no matter how harshly the winds around you blow. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It's likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you with the language of the flame. Oh, love it. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, now we're at a good part where we are going to go ahead and look at all of this together and do a final summation, let's call it. a culmination of the reading and finding its purpose. So let's just put it all together. And we're going to start with our Kim Krans Wild Unknown Archetype cards. They are so gorgeous. I'd love to meet her. That would be so exciting. Okay. The flame mentions the crone. The flame mentions the poet, doesn't it? No, the thread in the poet mentioned. This is all very connected. When we're talking about the thread, that is connected. It's almost very close to a very similar thing because we're talking about the chi here and then the thread that connects us. Then we have the high priestess coming in here. I want to talk about her because she really is a lot like the thread. She is very much connected to the secrets of the universe. We have these youthful energies here saying it's time to get go. It's time to get started. The world is your orchestra. You have the confidence. You have the ideas. Things are coming together just like you want them to. Your friends are here to help. It is okay to ask for help. It is overwhelming and it does hurt, but through that comes art and poetry and so many other beautiful, fragile human things that make us divine, that bring us closer to the divine. I'll put it that way. So this too was a beautiful reading. It's always sad to end these videos, but I know you can't just stay forever. I do actually pretend like you're here with me, and I really do feel a connection. I think of so many of you every single day. I really, really do. Thank you for being here. Do come back. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. And guys, I love you. I'll see you next time. Mwah!